Pod, episode 80. It jumped straight into the hardcore helmet jap stuff. I don't know if any of you have seen that. Brian, have you seen it? Because I know Ainsley's already said he hasn't.
I just says 2 seconds ago, I'm going to play the intro. That's exactly what I fucking said.
Who needs an intro?
I don't fucking just want to start off with your big spastic voice.
Yeah, that's true. Right, anyway, have you seen it or not?
No, I'm not going to watch this midget shite. I don't give a fuck. Why should I have to sit and watch a fucking stream for Japan?
Well, let's just do what the Casual Asylum do and talk about a fight we haven't seen. So what was your thoughts on the fight you haven't seen?
I've not seen anything for ages, to be perfectly honest.
You should go on
Ainsley,
YouTube.
you've not seen it, have you?
You should go on YouTube and
No,
watch the
but
finish.
I thought Inua was brilliant. He was so fucking quick and fuck that. Fuck that shit. New Year's
Masha, have
Eve.
you seen it or not?
Yeah, I've seen Inua Kono. I don't
What
know
did you think of it?
I thought the finish was hilarious, and if you get a chance, I'd watch it on YouTube.
I've seen it.
It's just brilliant. Only because the referee. I don't know what the referee's thinking to start the fight again. But I'm no Japanese flyweight, super flyweight aficionado, so I haven't really got much to say on it. Inua looks great going forward. Doesn't look great on the back foot, I don't think. Although saying that, he did spark him with two left hooks on the back foot. But yeah, it was what it was. I've not really got a huge opinion on it.
I thought it was quite impressive. Kono's I don't think he's been stopped before, has he? Even though he's pretty faded.
No, he's
still a good win.
been beaten 9 times or something, hasn't he? But I don't think he's been stopped before.
It's still a good win for him. Hopefully, we get the Gonzalez Inua fight, because that's every hardcore helmet stream fight at the minute.
I'm just watching the finish here. And
he's done after when he goes down the first time. He doesn't want any more. The ref sort of waves the fight back on him there. Kono's like, oh, here we go then.
Anyway, he jumps on the boat, thinks it's over, and the ref just goes crack on.
I'm not going to comment because I haven't seen the rest of it, but like,
Who do you think wins, Inua and Gonzalez?
I don't give a fuck. I can't be arsed with either of them.
I'm going with Inua for that. Because Gonzalez got marked up bad against Quadras, and Inua's a harder hitter than him.
Yeah, but Inua's, what's he had, like 10 fights, 11, 12 fights, something like that? He's not having many fights, has he?
It doesn't matter, I don't think. Once you get to a certain level, you're there, innit? And it's only...
I like them midget weights as well. Gonzalez is coming to the end. What's he, 29, 30? That's ancient for them, for the little midgets.
I don't know, I just don't think Inua is all that good going backwards. I think that's where the opportunities are. If you stay in mid-range or let him come forward, he looks fucking awesome. But I don't know, I think Gonzalez potentially could old man him. I don't see any reason why he couldn't, but I don't know if that fight happens anyway, because I read somewhere that they reckon Gonzalez only got a couple of fights left, so, and I don't think he's fighting Inua next. I don't know who he's fighting next. I've
seen that today. I can't remember the name, but yeah, he's not fighting Inua. If that was legit, but it's definitely not Inua next. But I think HBO want that, so if they want it, invariably they'll get it. These midgets don't get paid that much, do they? So it can't be that hard for them to put on.
These midgets
on a Golovkin undercard or something.
I don't give a fuck, man, and it sounds like I'm being a dickhead, but I just don't care.
I know what you're saying. Like, I'd struggle to get excited to watch the midgets, but once you get going with them, they are good fights.
And everyone's like wanking about how good they are, but I don't give a shit, right? If you can go from fuck all to being elite in a division after that few fights and it happens regularly, it's fuck that. I've no time for it.
I think it's difficult to add context to the fighters because you don't really know. I've seen a couple of Inua fights and some Gonzalez fights, but I don't know fuck all about the opponent, so it's difficult to put much context around their performances when you don't know fuck all about who they're fighting. So yeah, if they fight each other, then great, more than happy to watch. But I can catch on YouTube later.
It's like I respect them. They are decent, but they are good fighters. I just can't be out of it. I think Quadras might be chocolate tits this year though if they rematch them.
Well, that was close the first time. And Quadras is ripping out his nuts on juice as well, isn't he? One of the spottiest backs I've seen after Huey Fury.
Apparently the guy that Chocolate Tits is fighting on the Triple G card is pretty decent now. Again,
they're all decent down there. That's the thing, isn't it? You don't get bums down there. They're all good. It's just...
I don't know.
Obviously you get bums, but even the bums aren't... They're not like a welterweight bum or a super middleweight bum like that like that Quinlan fella, but we'll get onto that later on. But you know what I mean? They're all good. They can all hold their own. I mean, you've got Gonzalez. Yeah, but he's not on that level as you've got Gonzalez, Inua. I mean, you're fine now as well. They're all very good. It's just how good are they compared to Gonzalez is obviously elite. But we'll soon find out. We all want to see it, so hopefully it gets made. Anyway, moving on from a properly hardcore chat, let's start shitting on people. Brian, who do you want to shit on first?
You not hear that?
What?
No.
No, well.
What?
What was it?
I'll just see if the chat picked up. If they don't, I don't know why. I'm trying to make sure that this is working. So I thought they would pick this up, but no.
Probably do everyone a favour if this wasn't going out live. That chat about Inua.
Oh fuck it! If they want boxing, listen to the Coalition or something. If you want nonsense and shit on people, then we're a pod for you.
I didn't think it was good. It was on. It'd be fucking.
No, it was on. It was on.
Was it?
Yeah.
Aye, because I kept
people not refreshed it. It was working. I can see it, but because I have the thing on. But yeah, and what Donny, aside from my usual shit, Donny's doing his usual little queer thing where he has to retweet all the links to the asylum and shit as soon as we go on. What? And he's just yeah. But let's move on because I'll end up saying something I shouldn't.
What, Donny? I think Donny's all right, but see what I noticed about him. It's like any time he goes on the pod, I don't know if he's a drug addict, right? Because he comes on and he's absolutely fucking wired to the moon, and he doesn't shut up talking. It's as if he takes a couple of speed bombs.
Anybody who rates Khan as highly as he does can get fucked. Idiot.
I don't know if he actually likes Khan just through trolling, because nobody can be that defensive for somebody that's shite.
Well, certain people can.
And he looks like Anne Frank.
He whinged at me for being racist when I said Khan was shit once. But
you are racist.
Basically, I'm not really. If I was, I'd give him more shit. But if Khan were white, I'd give him twice as much shit as I do now. Because I just can't be arsed with people whinging about it.
No, but anyway, like, I don't like boxing anymore.
I don't think I do anymore, Brian. Now there's been like a couple of weeks where I haven't had to watch anything. It's like, oh fuck it.
I watched two UFC fights last year, and it was amazing. I feel as if like I don't like boxing anymore. I'm only going to Vegas for the banter.
Hearn's getting into UFC now, haven't he?
I'm fucking massively into UFC. 2 fights. Amazing.
What ones did you watch?
I watched the 2 Conor McGregor ones.
Oh, you're such a McCasual, aren't you?
Oh.
I've been with him from the beginning. When he was in the fucking the amateur boxing. I noticed him back then.
What, a crumbling boxing or whatever it was?
When he was getting schooled off Robbie and Deakin.
Right, anyway, Brian, who do you want to shit on first?
Is there anything to shit on?
Yeah, Hearn for the whole card and the Linares rematch. There's all sorts of stuff Hearn's done.
You know, I've actually got to the point where I don't really give a fuck about Hearn. I really don't, because I just don't watch any boxing and it doesn't fucking piss me off anymore.
This is a great pod, this is.
This is amazing.
World class. This is absolutely delivering.
Look, people know what they're letting themselves in for. If they want a normal fucking sort of structured podcast, don't listen to this. They're just going to whinge about people. If you don't like it, fuck off.
I can remember when I phoned up the asylum right about this time last year when I had a fucking major meltdown over Andre Ward fighting no cunt apart from fat scousers. The quick fucking Fram thing, basically fucking about with Rigo, getting Rigo stripped so they can kid on that was a unification fight. There was like Danny Garcia fighting no cunt, and I just had an absolute wobble and I just kind of fucking disintegrated. Last year I was fucking raging, and then it just got to the point where I don't know if it was just some wee fucking casual bastard that said, if you don't like the sport that much, why do you fucking watch it then? And I probably blocked him for his cheek, but he made a good point. If someone makes me that fucking raging, why do I put my time and effort in it? And BoxNation fucked up one weekend, and I ended up BoxNation back. And then when they signed the deal with BT, I was like, well, what is the fucking point? I can just basically I can maybe get BT and just get every channel. But
Can I tell you a boring story about BT that will really the listeners will love? When my card ran out, they cancelled my subscription. You know, your debit card just runs out after X amount of years. My subscription got cancelled, and when I tried to resubscribe, they tried to charge me a 15 quid or 20 quid admin setup fee. So I was fucking raging and absolutely refused. So now I don't have BoxNation anymore.
They do that every time, because like I kept changing, like I kept having to get brand new cards because I thought that somebody was fucking cloning my cards and like trying to buy shit on it. But what it was really, but then I was going on to booking.com and booking hundreds of hotels in Vegas, just the off chance I was going. And they're not meant to take deposits off you, but the fuckers, every card was taking deposits off me. Next thing I know, I was about 600 quid down in Vegas. So I kept phoning up and saying that somebody had got a hold of my card and was So I kept basically having to like get new cards, and like, BoxNation kept fucking like, obviously like, because I've not got your right details, your subscription would cancel. Then you would phone back up and they would try to charge you the joining fee again. I'm like, no, and they're like, well, what we'll do is you join and then we'll refund you like the money back. And I'm like, why the fuck should I? Why don't you just fucking
Brian,
put the channel back on?
Brian, no one cares.
You know what you should do? Just don't get BoxNation.
Fuck you fucking cockney bastard.
Honestly, mate, no one cares. All right, we get it.
Fucking hate you.
I know what we've let on. Why is Andre Ward being a little fucking dickhead again?
Oh yeah, I was going to start with that.
Shitting himself.
I was going to.
Fucking.
I wanted to. This year, I wanted to like just not get angry with boxing, just enjoy it for what it is, just like a shit niche sport. But a couple of days in, when Andre Ward was like, "Oh, I'm going to retire if it doesn't make sense," I was like, "You fucking little pussy."
Yeah, but he's not going to retire, is he? I think that's just all about just flexing his muscles, trying to make everyone aware that he's the A side. I think that
he's not the fucking A side at all.
Is he fuck?
He is.
Why is he? Because he robbed Kovalev.
He
got hardly any. No, I've never seen one person whose opinion I respect thought that cunt won. Not one.
I like what you did there. I like what you did there a lot.
And that's not to insult you, but like, I'm sure you don't give a fuck what I think, and I don't give a fuck what you think. Simple as that. But other than Paulie Malignaggi, whose opinion I do not respect because he's a fucking company man, he's a shill. Every fucking person who's got any weight in a sport, whose opinion's worth anything, had Kovalev winning clearly.
Who did Spencer feel on that winning?
Oh yeah,
I have no idea.
I think. Yeah.
Well, it was the black one.
No, Spencer Fearn did have Ward winning, but he turned around and said, like, he made it out as if like he tried, like the way he tried to word it as if he was discrediting like Kovalev, like making out as if Ward wasn't in the same fighter anymore, but he still had Ward winning. He was trying to be clever the way he was doing it, but I think he was making out as if there was a rematch that Kovalev would win, but there shouldn't need to be a rematch. Kovalev fucking won that fight, and I do not give a fuck what this fucking cockney bastard says. Adam Abramovich, hello doggies. They're the two fucking bams that had Ward winning, and that lucky boxing, you fucking bald bastard. You know what I can't stand? I can't stand like cunts. Like, just baldy bastards. Like Andy Parsons, all right, in case he's listening to this and takes offence. I quite like Andy. But see fucking Hater Dave. Hater Dave's been bald since he was about 20. Now, every cunt that's met me has seen me with fucking right good hair, right? But Hater Dave is a bald Hater Dave's only in his 20s. He's not even in his 30s yet. The bald cunt.
Hater Dave looks like a sperm. That's what he is. Hater Dave's a sperm.
He looks like a fucking boulder. He looks like a boulder wearing a condom.
Fucking hell.
Where was we going? Because I've lost what I was thinking then.
You were talking about Ward being a bitch. Ward being a bitch.
Oh, yeah.
He's got to have to. Look,
I would not put it past
that
cunt if he retires. I would not put it past him at all. And if he does that,
that's another L for you. Yeah.
You'll get people like you who go, "Oh, he retired a legend." It's like, no.
No, it's not acceptable. I'm a fanboy. I did think he won the first fight. I've said before. I don't think Kovalev did enough after the knockdown, and he just did the same thing that he did from the knockdown onwards, didn't have much variation to his work. I definitely think Ward nicked it, but no excuses. He has to rematch him. He can't retire without rematching Kovalev. That would be an absolute disgrace.
Yeah, but he'll want to rematch him in his back garden. That'll be fucking stipulation. He wants 50 million. Kovalev has to wear 57-ounce gloves.
Yeah, but unfortunately, I don't think this rematch clause or this apparent rematch clause don't seem to be worth a wank. And it ain't right, but we can't mess around here. Ward's got the W, Ward's got the belts, whether we like it or not, he's in the position of power. And if Kovalev wants that rematch, he's going to have to do to a point, what Ward's team tell him to do.
Well,
I know what you're saying, but at the end of the day, Ward needs Kovalev, not the other way around. Kovalev can fight other people, and I'd rather watch Kovalev fight anyone else than watch Ward fight anyone else. If Ward was fighting, I don't know, say he rematched Sullivan Barrera or something, I just wouldn't watch it. If Kovalev was to fight Better Biev or Stevenson or even Sullivan Barrera, I'd watch it because I like Kovalev.
I think the rematch is going to happen because, again, I don't know the ins and outs of the rematch clause, but there's something in the contract about a rematch, so it will probably get messy. It'll end up going to court. Both guys will be out of the ring for too long, so let's just hope he gets made because I can't see either fighting anyone else, if that makes sense. Next,
yeah, but
Ward
will just retire for like a year and then come back.
Well, that's an absolute bitch move, isn't it? And he's going to rightfully get pelts for it.
Right, anyway, moving on from Ward and his fucking stupid cuntiness.
I don't know. It's a pure fucking approach. It's because he fucking that Macho's on here, Nick, or he's getting his structure. It's a fucking arse.
Right, although the Eubank pay-per-view is a farce, the actual undercard for it's not shaping up to be that bad. If it's on free TV, then that's probably a better card than Hearn will put on all year.
Yeah, he's a good card.
Well, we got Edes versus Ryder, which is a good fight. Proper cross. I don't know why 168. I think that's stupid.
Can I ask a serious question?
Yeah, go on.
Right, look, we go back to the 90s, like the middleweights and the super middleweights, right? We've got like James Toney, who's a fat steroid user, right? We've got Roy Jones, who's a steroid user who has in the past stood in front of a mirror and took a picture of himself in the scud, right? We've got like Jared McClellan, who's now a veg. We've got Watson, who's now a cabbage. And we've got like fucking Chris Eubank and Nigel Benn, who are known paedophiles. You don't think that? You don't think the one of the most eras of boxing? I mean, that is fucked up.
Remember when Nigel Benn was going to come on here? And now he's being called a novice. I'm telling you.
Yeah, we was close to having Nigel, then his dad died and fucked it up, which was selfish.
Nigel was a bit weird. Nigel was a bit weird.
Tom got his dick out, didn't he?
No, it was after that I asked him.
That's right. Eubank was in the DM chat, wasn't it?
No, it was Ben. Tom got his dick out, didn't he?
No, it was after that I asked him to come on the pod, though, because he just, whatever reason, he just got on Twitter and I tweeted him, he followed me. So straight away I added him to that DM group.
That was when Lucas Brown and shit were in.
We used on the chat when fucking I showed Zlatan in my Bobby. He was fucking raging.
Why would you do that? That's what he's saying, isn't it? Why would you do it?
Like, I think it was Tom showed fucking Brandon Rios his helmet.
And he did that, didn't he?
Oh, Rios fucking quit.
Yeah,
but Lucas Brown doesn't quit. He ends up staying in the chat.
Shannon Briggs is still in one of the very first ones as well. He's still in there.
I've got his mobile number.
I've got that. But
why have you got that?
Because he put it on Twitter. There's a DM somewhere that none of us are in anymore, but has got like KFC, Toyota, Lucas Brown, and like some other randomers in. Oh well.
Chavez Senior was the best one.
We kept quitting
because he wouldn't block you either. Would he? Just had him call his son a quit job, and then he quit. Add him back in. Where was we going? I literally. Sorry, this is terrible, but
undercard for
the undercard's not that bad, is it? The Price Hammer fight, I quite like that.
What? Fuck. Apparently, is that not on the pay-per-view bit itself?
Yeah, that is. I think that's on the pay-per-view.
Hate Price, man. Like Hammer is like the most fucking strategically picked opponent in history.
No, I don't understand. Why don't they just have the 3 fucking main fights on the pay-per-view. But the whole
I don't know. They fucking idiots.
the pay-per-view is absolutely shite as it is, right? So why not have the 3 fucking fights on it?
I think Galahad might be on the pay-per-view bit.
That's an eliminator, isn't it? It's not a final super duper eliminator, but it's an eliminator.
I've heard or I've seen that Andrew Selby's going to be on it as well, but I don't know how true that is.
No, he won't be on it.
No, I didn't think he would either. He'd be on Channel 5, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he's part of that cyclone shit, isn't it?
Is Galahad a Muslim?
Yeah.
So it's surely fucking he must be shunned by his religion because he's taking steroids.
But
depends how you take him, though, doesn't it?
it's right. His brother fucking did it, so.
Aye, right, and I don't know how. I've nothing stupid to say to that.
Go on, finish it.
I could no. I just thought
Finish it.
No, because I went to Kid Galahad say to Shady there, and I was going to talk about Shady, but
They don't listen to this anymore. You can say what you want.
No, not.
of course. I think they stopped. I think they stopped listening to the minute where I turned around and says I would eat her ass.
No, it was Shep when he went on his crusade against Muslims.
No, it was that. And it was when I was kicking off about the selfie squad for about 3 weeks in a row. And accused them of supporting Brown for certain reasons.
And Billy Dibb.
Oh, Billy Dib, that was it. When Shep was just reeling Muslim fighters off, weren't he?
Right undercard.
Yeah, that Ryder Etches is a good fight. We got Ryder's best friend and then someone else who likes him in a chat, and they're both like Pops is a best friend and Sai is just sort of a weird stalker who hangs around him.
That Etches fight is a good fight. It kind of shows that you don't need a silly. I think there is some silly international belt on the line.
I don't think there is.
I think there is. I think there's some.
You're that fucking son, you're right.
No, there is. There's some sort of international belt on the line, but no, that's a good fight because we haven't seen much of Etches since he got done by. Was it Kamitsky done him?
He's only fought once.
Kamitsky sent him to hell.
Yeah, and John Ryder's obviously had a couple of defeats. So I actually think that's a good fight, and that's one that neither guy really can afford to lose. And that's kind of all you want with these undercard fights. Doesn't need to have titles on the line. They don't need to dislike each other. It just needs to be something on the line, as in like neither guy really can afford to lose it. So that's a good fight. Actually, I'm quite looking forward to that.
I said in the chat earlier on that with Ryder going up to 168, I don't know whether he's fighting because he wants to fight or just doing it because he can make some money still doing it. And the move to 168 is purely because the ball ache of making weight is now not a ball ache.
He does look quite big though. I always thought he looks big when he.
No, he's not. He's not
big. He's not big. I mean, I'm a midget. He's about the same size as me.
What's the story with Etches? Is he not a grass or something?
What?
Is he not a grass or something like that?
No, he's
quite an informant.
No, there was something fucking happening with him in the gym or some shit like that. Was there no a while back?
That was at Pow Gym, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but no.
Yeah, that was the geezer that done Ronnie O'Sullivan, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And he would add his logo all over Etcher's shit and then didn't pay him. So
that's what it is.
Etcher set his stuff on fire and put it on Twitter.
Wonderful.
Set wet and fire.
All like the gear.
Well, because that's making a statement, just burning your own shit.
Oh, well.
Well, Muslims burn books, don't they, for some reason?
I fancy Ryder. I leave all says a grass. I fancy Ryder in this fight. No, that he's fucking anything great because
it's Tony Sims. Tony Sims has made him shit. Tony Sims is wank.
Tony Sims is shit.
Like literally, right? If Floyd were fighting Deakin and then I found out he was getting trained by Sims, I'd be tempted to put a fiver on Deakin point.
I bet Tony Sims is a better fighter than most of the people in his gym because he can handle himself. You know, he used to be a bit of a fucking bam when he was younger.
Maybe he can, but he can't train for shit.
Who would you rather get trained with, Tony Sims or Joe Gallagher?
I'd rather train myself.
You rather be fucking Shumanov?
Like Dave Allen.
But I'm gifted, so I'd get away with it.
That's actually a tough question. Who would you rather be trained by them two?
I'm not even kidding. I'd rather go with Gallagher because at least I know I'll be decent. I'll be like semi-competitive for 6 rounds. instead of just shit for 12 with Tony Sims.
And you could just basically go to nightclubs and fucking throw left hooks all night.
Yeah.
Basically, if you go to Sims, all you're doing is fucking scoring at the bar with a high guard, taking punches.
As Sims, other than Darren Barker against DeGale, has he trained anyone to a decent win?
No, because the AJ weren't in. But you know what the funny thing is? Like the one. Oh, Ricky Burns is shit, man.
He's better than Kell Brook.
Is he fuck?
He got Burns beat. Well, he didn't get Burns beat off Black Adam. He was telling him the right things to do in that fight, to be fair.
I did actually. To be fair,
yeah, he got Burns beat off fucking Relic. Relic shit. And Relic was fucking hurting him and all sorts, man. Fucking hell.
Relic was on the gear.
No, but that's a serious question. I haven't actually seen Tony Sims train anyone to a decent win. The AJ stuff, even if you count them, they're not decent wins, are they? He's just beating people he should.
That gym's like in theory that's a good idea, but I think in practice it's not a good idea because you've got a go down there, Conor Ben, O'Hara Davis, Ryder. You've got all the lads down there, and they seem to like it's all it is like posting selfies on Twitter of their six packs and stuff like that. And I don't really know what's going on down there. There doesn't seem to be much structure down there. They sort of go there, do a bit of a run all together. It just seems a bit nicey, comfy. I mean, Brian, why is Ricky Burns there?
Oh man, are you deliberately doing this for me to catch?
Oh, you started him now.
No, I'm asking a serious question because he looks a bit out of place there. What is he doing now?
Got an Avon route. Did you say parsnips?
You cunts.
Right, Brian, go on then. Answer why Ricky Burns is in Tony Sims' stable.
Right. His manager Morrison didn't like Billy Nelson. And Hearn only likes working with fucking certain promoters because he's a fucking pervert. So I don't know if it was a fight before Crawford or if I think it was. They had like Tony Sims up, like fucking kind of flitting around Glasgow and that, just saying, "Oh no, he's just up here to get your horn stuff," blah 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 bullshit. As soon as the Crawford fight's over, there was apparently like a fucking secret meeting that Hearn was up Glasgow with Sims and speaking with Morrison, and basically it was to fucking get Billy Nelson to fuck, and it's just basically what it is. It's just basically all of them stabbing each other on the fucking back just so they get somebody else down London because like Tony Sims has admitted that he's only going to like train like Matchroom fighters. To be honest, I think like Ricky would have probably be a guy like him because he's got the stamina and the engine anyway. He's already fucking better than that full gym put together.
I think both those gyms. I think the Brentwood gym, the Matchroom gym, the Gallagher gym. I don't know. They just don't seem to work for me. It just seems a bit all too comfortable, and just everyone just patting each other on the back, just full of elbows, both gyms.
I can't wait to DeGale or Jack clip fights like this Smith and absolutely fucking ends that.
I'll tell you what, DeGale will absolutely score. I think that's a mismatch. On record, that is a mismatch. DeGale Smith is a mismatch.
Jack Smith is a mismatch.
No, DeGale.
Yeah, but both of them are. Jack would fucking school the shit out of fucking Smith. Fucking hell, man! Smith is not that good. It's just become massively apparent over the past few fights.
Fuck's sake, man! We're off on a tangent here. Let's just get this card finished.
It's shit.
Well, can I ask a question about the card? One question about the card.
Ryder or Etchy?
I'm picking Ryder, but I wouldn't be surprised if Edes did spark him.
You're trying to get in the DM chat with Pops and Si and all that. You wee slag.
I don't want to be in that DM chat.
I'm picking Edes.
I don't know, man. Like Edes is shit, but he's been kicking about with Ingle for 18 months now. So
I think Edes is fucking made of glass, by the way, because at least look, fucking Ryder can take punches.
Yeah, but Ryder don't throw punches under Sims, does he?
No, you don't need to throw punches to win. Just avoid them.
That's what Ord did.
My man TB fucking was 49-0 for avoiding punches.
I've just got one question about his card. With what Quinlan's been tweeting yesterday, do we think he's just doing that for promotion and trying to hype it? Or do we think it might not actually happen?
I don't know. He's been saying some more stuff today. I think there's a good chance of him bailing on it.
But he surely can't, can he? Because he's got... I couldn't believe it the other day. He reckons Eubank's getting $1 million.
There's no fucking way he's getting $1 million.
No, that's what he said.
Was he getting $1 million Zimbabwe dollars or something? He's not getting £1 million. He
said in that interview, the geezer asked him, I don't know who done the interview, they asked him what he was getting. He said he was getting like $55,000 US. He asked him what Eubank was getting. He goes, I reckon he's getting about $1 million.
No way.
But
what's that? $55,000 is like 55 grand now, isn't it? The way the exchange rate is.
It's about fucking 40 odd.
Yeah, it's a bit. Is it 1-1 or 1? Was it 1-2?
It's not much.
1-2.
1-2 or something. But yeah,
that's disgusting. That if the disparity in what they get paid is that much.
It's all right saying that though, but he shouldn't have fucking agreed to it. I can't be arsed with that. He doesn't have to fight him. If he's agreed to it, don't whinge afterwards.
Well, he said that the Eubanks and Popson was really unhappy that he revealed his purse, and they asked him to take his tweet down when he's tweeting Eddie Hearn saying, "Can you promote the fight?" And they also said you shouldn't be disclosing your purse. But apparently they had given him a bonus or something. He's on a bonus structure depending on buys, which will be about 20. So,
honestly, if they do 10,000 buys, they've done well.
Well, Dave Lee's going to buy it twice, so
yeah, I'm not surprised.
I don't think Dave Lee's ever touched a vagina.
Let's get him on and ask him.
What do you think for the buys then? You reckon under or over 10,000, yeah?
I reckon it'll get 7. That's what I reckon.
Well, actual 7?
7,000.
It depends. I mean, what he's on GMTV tomorrow, or whatever they call it these days.
I reckon it'll get actually 7.
I'm going to buy 10 now just so it gets more.
It doesn't matter if he's on GMTV. What fuckers are watching?
No, what I'm saying is, you fucking massive bellend, that they're going to start to ramp it up a little bit. I don't think it does less than 1,000. I don't think it does more than 10. But you know, if they start to ramp it up, it might do more than what we think it will do.
That's not ramping.
There's some fucking stupid people out there. They'll buy any old shit.
That's not ramping it up. You can't go on GMTV where there's fucking barren people like my mum watching it who are not going to buy a fucking boxing pay-per-view in their life. Like, oh yeah, here's Lorraine with fucking Chris Eubank and Eubank Jr.
All I'm saying is
are they going to get Chris Eubank on Loose Women?
Oh, they probably will do. They'll probably be on Loose Women. They'll probably do a run-in Emmerdale Farm or something. They'll start to slowly hype it. But I don't think it does well. But I think it does better than what.
Because you got the face.
I'm with you. I think it does better than people expect, just because the amount of spastics there's around that will pay for stuff.
Exactly.
They can't hype it in the right way though. It's like Sky hype it, but they hype it on a fucking sports channel when there's millions of casuals watching. What's the fucking point in ITV hyping it on fucking GMTV? They might as well just smear a wall full of shit and fucking like it's pointless. Like fucking hell.
I don't think there's so many tickets though. To be fair, I don't think it does a lot. I'd be well shocked if it done more than 10,000. To be fair, but we'll never find out. They're not going to tell us.
No, like Eubank will say it's done like $1 million or something ridiculous.
Didn't he say it was going to do 20 million or something stupid?
No, he was just talking about the audience, wasn't he? I don't know why they just didn't stick it on ITV. They could have done it on ITV. They'd have made there'd have been loads of views on it, and then they could have done the next fight on pay-per-view. It don't make no sense.
If they're going for this pay-per-view angle, the sensible approach would have been to get him to fight Quinlan on normal ITV. You fucking big this belt up as a proper world title. You big that fucking Quinlan knocking Gale out. Oh, look at how fucking good he is. Then when he fucking wrecks him, like all these idiots who are just watching on ITV are like, fucking hell, look at this guy. Then you put him on pay-per-view. You don't do it the other way around. It's just it's a complete fuck up.
To be fair though, I know everyone hates the Eubanks, and sometimes I think they get a bit bullied in the press. But saying that the last few months, Eubank Senior has been an absolute cock. But it is a shame because Junior, I rate Junior. I think he's decent. He's raw as fuck, but he's decent. He's exciting to watch. I'm interested in what happens to his career, but this is
like it, Rob?
He's training himself.
It's a fucking car crash. Yeah, but I don't think that's that. I think we're a little bit obsessed with celebrity trainers. I actually don't think it's the worst thing in the world that he trains himself. He probably needs an advisor. No, he probably needs an advisor or someone just to talk him through his sparring, and just talk to him about that shit uppercut he throws and how to avoid a right hand. But he's right in what he says. He don't, a lot of boxers need a trainer to get him in shape and get him in the gym. He's right. He don't need someone to tell him to run an extra mile or do an extra push-up. That's not what he needs. I don't think every fighter needs a trainer per se, but he definitely needs someone like to talk him through his sparring and someone that he respects to tell him about where he's going wrong. I don't think that's the worst thing in the world.
Look at who he's been fucking sparring. He's been sparring Dizzy Rascal and that idiot who runs a nightclub.
Oh yeah, Fournier, wouldn't he? He'd be fighting
Dizzy Rascal and Joe Fournier, that's excellent preparation.
Well, this is the thing. But this is where he needs an advisor, someone just to say to him, right? Because he say that. What's his name? Who's his trainer? His ex-trainer was sorting out sparring for him.
Adam Booth.
No, not Booth. The old guy.
Ronnie Davies.
Ronnie Davies. He was saying that he's sorting a sparring out for him. I can't see Ronnie Davies throwing up Joe Fournier somewhere, but no, I don't think it's the end of the world that he doesn't have a celebrity trainer.
Huh?
I'm going for the jobby.
Ronnie Davies is something mental, like his godfather or something like that.
Yeah, I think so. But to be fair, it is a shame because he's a talent. He is exciting to watch, and it pains me to say it because Hearn's a massive bellend. But if Eubank Senior stepped to one side, I think Junior would probably be second to AJ in terms of one of the biggest names in British boxing. But at the minute, he's a bit of a fucking joke, isn't he?
I agree with you, but then at the same time, Golovkin would have probably ended his career in September. So
yeah, but I do think that Eubank will give Golovkin a much better fight than Billy Joe.
Not a chance. Yeah. Not a chance in hell.
Yeah. Billy Joe goes into defensive mode from round one. He's on his back foot from round one.
I can't believe you said that. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
No, the only chance anyone's got to stay. No,
Billy Joe is on the defensive from the first round. He's on the back foot trying to survive from round one. I think it'll be a more exciting fight. I think Eubank ends up in a shootout with him. But I think Billy Joe's in survival mode as soon as that bell goes.
Eubank would be eating jabs from the first 10 seconds of that. He would not be able to throw any of them massive hooks and massive uppercuts.
He gives it a better go. Even if it's for a round or two, he gives it a better go than Billy Joe does.
He gives it a go and probably gets stopped in a couple of rounds. His chin's not like his old man's. Nick Blackwell made him buckle. What's his face? Who was there? Spike made him buckle. His knees dipped against Spike. He can't... If he's going to take shots like that off Spike and Nick Blackwell, if he takes one of them off Golovkin, he will die. He will be on the floor. He's absolute shit. He's got no technical ability at all. He's exciting, I'll give you that. That's the only thing I agree with. But the rest of it,
he needs a trainer. He's got no technical ability.
No, but
but you're not going to train that into him because he thinks he knows best. It's all that Eubank warrior code and that. Innit?
I just want to go back to that point about trainer again. Like, I'm not saying he's a finished article at all. He is raw as fuck, but he does definitely need someone to talk him through his technique because he does throw that right uppercut's terrible, and he, as you say, he eats jabs and right hands for fun. But I still don't think he needs a trainer. But I would rather see, if you had to give me a choice, I'd rather see him fight Triple G than I would Billy Joe. Just because Billy Joe's he's in retreat mode, isn't he? From the first bell. So, I mean, I don't know. I just think Golovkin will absolutely walk through everything that Billy Joe's got.
Well, yeah, he probably will, but he'll do the same to Eubank. They're both not. Well, Billy Joe's a lot better than Eubank is.
Yeah, he is.
And I know you can say like that old cliche stars make fights and whatnot. Yes. But there's no way Eubank gets halfway through that fight. Not a chance. Unless Golovkin just somehow turns into an old man overnight, there's no way Eubank Jr. beats him or even puts him under any pressure for any amount of time.
Eubank definitely does not beat Golovkin, but it would still be an exciting shootout.
I'll tell you what. I'll raise you that the only exciting shootout you're going to have with Golovkin would be Andy Lee because he would literally go balls to the wall. I don't think Eubank Jr. would do that. No, I know, and I'm not saying that he would win.
Do you not think
he would try? He would go out. He'd go out swinging.
No,
yeah, but so would Eubank. But Eubank's fucking sturdier than Eubank's sturdier than Andy Lee. Andy Lee.
He might be sturdier, but he's not as good as Andy Lee. He's not as good as Andy Lee.
Let's be fair,
Andy Lee can at least try and set a shot up. Eubank ain't going to do that. He's just going to go swinging, jab, swing, jab in the face.
I don't know. Do you not think the Quinlan fight will be a decent shootout?
No.
I've never seen Quinlan.
No, not fucking no. Danny Jacobs, sorry, for Triple G.
No.
You don't think that would be a decent shootout?
No.
Jacobs can't take a punch enough. He's not.
Have you seen the Pirog fight?
Yeah.
I think it'll be like a mirror image of that.
Yeah, but didn't he have like a heart disease and now he's absolutely roided up to the gills? since
We
he's
had
come
bone
back.
cancer.
So and now he's taking every drug under the sun, and now he's like fucking Terminator.
I like Danny Jacobs, but he's not like Golovkin's so much better than everyone else in that division. I don't think there's a competitive fight in there for him.
Jacobs is, I think that'll be a bit of a free round.
Jacobs is apparently training with Hunter.
Oh, fuck no, that Peter.
You're ready to be whooped. Right, moving on from that shit. What else have we got? Anything interesting happened over there? Huh?
Can we talk about Colinares?
Yeah, go on.
Why? Like, see, what I'm thinking is, right, so...
Because, as Hearn says...
Explain to me, everything that Hearn does, I'll get to this point in a minute, there's like an angle. What's the angle? Why are we having this rematch? I just don't see what the goal is, because the first fight, he had 3 British refs, a British judge in his own backyard. He got absolutely schooled. I don't see what the angle is why we're having this rematch. I don't get it. What am I missing?
Well, Hearn saying the cards were too wide.
He's going to get beat again. Yeah. Well, is he? Is Hearn going to actually fucking pay the money properly this time? Because there's no way he's going to
stop him.
Yeah,
I think he will. He'd have stopped him in the last one if he didn't break both his hands.
Yeah, he broke his hands, and then he was getting everything was a low blow. It's fucking ridiculous. What are the scores here? 115, 114, 115, 113, and 117, 11.
I think
they are too fucking close. That was a 9-3 all day, every day.
10-2, 9-3, or something like that. I think Hearn's original plan at lightweight, I think he had a bit of a plan to monopolise all the belts, because he was desperate to get Mitchell a belt, because he'd have done Mitchell, Crawler, North v South. That probably would have been pay-per-view. He had Luke Campbell knocking around as well. He had a top 15 ranking. And if he'd have pulled off the Crawler Mitchell, for all the marbles, I reckon he definitely would have managed to pull Terry Flanagan across, because he definitely had an eye on that. But obviously Luke Campbell's been beat. Looks like Flanagan's staying with BT. Mitchell done a Mitchell. So I think those plans are gone. But I don't know whether he's still thinking if he can get, as you say, pay the judges off, get the W for Crawler, and then he can get Flanagan over for that big, red v blue Manchester v Manchester.
Hey, you mentioned Luke Campbell. That reminded me, what the fuck are they doing with Luke Campbell?
Well,
you're a fan of it, isn't you? I mean, you might want to get onto this.
Hearn's fucks that completely.
Yeah. Like absolute fucking state.
You see what it said? Hearn turned down the Flanagan fight because Hearn said it wasn't enough money.
Hearn said that, or Campbell said that? No,
Hearn said it. Someone told me he said it's a Boxing News or some mongs. Like I said, all this is it's going to be a shit fight here, and then Hearn will make on the pay-per-view undercard, Campbell versus Cardle as like an eliminator. Hearn has completely fucked it. He should have.
Campbell ain't fighting Cardle anytime soon. That ain't happening. What Hearn did wrong with Campbell was that fucking Tommy Core wasting 18 months of his fucking career to build that stupid fight.
Yeah.
Fair, we all know that Campbell had like the personal problems with his dad being ill and that.
Yeah.
But you kind of, you can't kind of accept that. You obviously accept it for what it is to you. His dad was.
But you know when he lost to Mendy, like he didn't get completely fucking blasted away. You know what I mean? He was still had parts where he competed, so it's not like don't put him in with him. He's going to get fucking beat again.
Who are we talking about, Mendy?
Yeah, I don't understand. Of all the Hearns fighters for rematches, that Mendy rematch makes more sense than anybody else.
Does it? Sometimes I think we get a bit obsessed with rematches and avenging defeats. Just leave it and let him go.
It's been called for the European. It gets some fucking world ranking, higher world ranking and shit. That's the point of it.
But Campbell's had 2 decent wins since then, so he's not exactly fought worse opponents than Mendy, has he? Like, way worse.
Yeah,
he hasn't come back in like 4 rounds.
Who did he fight? He fought, what's his name? Gary fucking Sykes, who's shit. He fought, I can't remember the cunt's name now.
Mendes.
Yeah, he fought Mendes, and it weren't great, and Matthews is shit. Mendy would fucking smash Matthews.
What do we think about Matthews and...
Like shit.
Oh, we'll get on to that.
Okay. I want to have a bit of a rant about that as well, actually.
But that whole card's a fucking embarrassment. That is literally what we're going to get on Free Sky.
Well, that's the thing, because he's got so many pay-per-views planned, and that's why losing Josh Warrington was such a big blow to him, because with Josh Warrington, you've got a minimum 2 sellout shows on regular Sky that might be decent shows. I know we fucking hate the Leeds fans.
Warrington didn't sell out the last couple of times.
No, but what I'm saying is he
It's
still shift tickets, and it's still 2 shows you can put on regular Sky. What we're going to see from her this year is way more international fights and probably more dual promotions with the Sauerlands. Guarantee you George Groves will be on Sky for all this year because he doesn't have the stable to fill those dates anymore. Because he's got 4 or 5 pay-per-views planned, he's going to need to stack all those undercards. And that's why we're getting Jack fight. That's why we're getting Cole Frampton, because I think they count as his dates, his Sky dates. We'll be getting more of them because he just doesn't have the stable anymore. Losing Warrington was a big blow.
When's his first actual show? Because I can't remember him starting that late in the year.
Who was
last year? Hearn. Like his first show he's promoting.
Is it not the March one? Is it not the Billy one?
No, it's the
when's the whole one?
Is the whole one first? I don't know. I don't know when the date.
Let me have a look. One sec.
It probably is actually. It might be February.
Yeah, Hall's next month.
Early next month or late?
25th. So it's like.
He's got 2 cards.
Yeah, I think you might be right there with that because I can't remember him starting this late last year. I think he had like a.
He's got 2 shows already though, hasn't he? So he's got the Frampton and he's got the DeGale one. So that's 2 shows done.
Oh yeah, that fucks me off as well. I was taking credit for that, like tweeting fight week and stuff. It's nothing to do with him. Imagine if Frank Warren was tweeting all the international fights they get, like Frank Warren from his account, well, his personal account, wherever he fucking runs it, and it was like, oh, big fight week.
He did do it. No. He did do it when Smith fought Canelo, though. But he can get away with it this week because DeGale technically is under Matchroom. But next week he'll get away with it because Selby is technically under Matchroom.
That undercard looks wicked, by the way. That Frampton undercard.
Yeah, it's 3 world title fights.
I think Josh Taylor's on that bill as well.
Yeah, he is.
And you're going to that?
What?
Yeah, me and you aren't we?
You're going to that, Cap? You're going to Vegas?
I certainly am, yeah.
Oh, fucking showtime.
Right, anyway, let's move on to DeGale himself then. I actually think this is a really good fight.
Yeah, it is.
It's a 50-50 in my eyes. In skill terms, or skill levels, they're not close. DeGale is the flashier boxer and he is very, very good. But when you take all things into account that he can't seem to fight for 12 rounds, he's a lazy cunt. I think Jack is methodical enough to nick 7 rounds if DeGale takes the massive portion of a fight off, which he has been doing.
Why does do we think, because Jimmy Mack, I know he gets a lot of criticism for his like tactics.
He's a 15-round fighter.
But he's massively into fitness. Do we think DeGale just gets lazy, or is it the way he makes weight? Because he looks like fucking death on those scales. Is he leaving something in the tank?
He falls in love with himself.
Yeah, he does.
I think he falls in love with his work that he's done in the early rounds. He must have like Cuban blood or something.
What I'm saying is
he's shit up for like 4 or 5 rounds, then he literally does nothing.
But you don't think that's a gas tank issue then? You just think that's a mentality issue?
Yeah, I think it's a mentality or like nervous energy, but I don't think he's unfit.
But that's
he's
the best thing to have, though, isn't it?
Can't do the rounds.
I'd rather have that than have a dodgy gas tank because you think he could potentially switch that on and stay focused for 12 rounds because he's going to need to. He can't take rounds off being on the away card, the away fighter. I know he's signed to Hangman and stuff, but he's fighting on a Mayweather promotion in America. So,
Brian, are you going with the Ripper, repping your TMT?
I'm alright. Not because he's with TNT, but I think he's a better fighter. Generally, I don't think he's great at like the one thing, but DeGale goes missing between like the middle rounds, right? And I think like Jack's a good enough body puncher to fucking slow him down to the point where he's going to be caught constantly all night. Like DeGale's most success is going to be the first couple of rounds, but I think after like fucking Jack's right underrated. See, because 1, he's with Floyd, and 2, get knocked out with a fucking bum. People just can't go over that. So they just automatically, and it's more to do with because he's with Floyd. They just don't believe that MD Decent would be in his like camp, even though he's the home of champions.
I've got a weird analogy about Badou Jack. It's a bit weird, right? But has anyone played golf?
No, golf's for fags.
All right, when you first start playing golf, right, you've got to get your setup right, how you approach the ball, you've got to get your grip right before you can do anything. And when I look at Badou Jack, he reminds me of that sort of golfer where all the fundamentals are like on point. Sounds stupid, but he's got a good stance. He doesn't waste a lot of energy, doesn't waste a lot of shots, doesn't waste a lot of movement, pops out a nice jag. He's got a good backhand as well. I think his right hand is good. and he's also got a good fighter on the inside, and he's quite a good counter puncher as well. If you watch him against DeGale and Groves and that, he doesn't do a lot. He just slips, counters. I think he's a real fundamentally sound as fuck fighter, and I think this is this is a proper 50-50 fight. I think it's going to be a really good fight as well. Actually, a really good fight.
I actually had DeGale beaten DeGale. I really did.
Well, Shep did as well, remember? And then he said the other day that DeGale cruised it. But whatever. But Badou Jack's fucked his trainer off. He's got a new trainer.
Who's he with now?
I don't know who he's with now, but he's fucked Eddie Mustafa Mohammed off.
Sorry.
I don't know about that.
I don't know why I found it funny. We've gone carry on.
But yeah, I don't know who he's with now.
Has he got Floyd Senior in there? The greatest trainer of all time.
No, it's not Floyd Senior.
Well, it's Sean Porter's old man because it was in Vegas. Because he's based in Vegas.
So what are you guys all going for then? Badou Jack, UD?
I think DeGale. I'm really torn on this one. I don't know. If I was betting, I would probably bet DeGale points, but I don't like DeGale. And I do think Jack is good enough to maybe nick it. So I'm going to pick Jack, but against all my better judgment.
When you
know
say
what I
you
mean.
don't like DeGale, why do you not like DeGale?
I think he's a horrible cunt.
Do you not respect DeGale though?
No, not at all. Not at all. He's a prick.
Because I just think he was a massive bellend in the early days, but once he got done by Groves, he sort of ended up on Channel 5, fighting in legend centres.
He still is a cunt. After he won that belt against DeGale, he was in the change rooms going, "Oh, give me Andre Ward. I'm the number one at this weight." It's like, fuck off, mate. You ain't shit.
If you look, it all went full circle. He was fighting in leisure centres in fucking Bluewater when George Groves was being a household name. He has rebuilt himself. He's gone to America. He's got decent wins, Butte, Durrell, and now he's fighting Badou Jack. I really fucking was a proper DeGale hater, but I can't have anything but respect for the way he's rebuilt himself. And so I'm a bit of a fan now, I have to say.
That attitude after the Medina fight was fucking horrible.
What are you fucking doing there? Someone eating wood?
What?
That's Brian.
Sorry, I'm playing as a... his attitude after the Porky fight was fucking shocking.
Yeah, it was, yeah. I agree with that.
And the journalist made an absolute cunt to him. Like, it just looked really fucking stupid.
Apparently, according to Dab Dab, or Francis Warren as he's most commonly known, Nicola Adams is signing with Warren and going on a Warren.
No one gives a fuck about Willie Bolton. That's fucking great. I don't even want to see that Paddy bastard ever. That's how I don't watch fucking hair. I don't need to see that fucking Hanky Island fight either. Women's boxing's absolutely fucking garbage.
Yeah,
that fucking midget. You know what else? See that fucking Clarissa Shields?
She's shit.
Fucking mutant. Who wants to pump a bird that's about 6'2" and weighs 12.5 stones? Did you see what?
Do you see what Ernst said the other day to like boxing scene or whether? It's quite funny. They did an interview with him about Nicola Adams, and he said he's not interested in women's boxing. But bearing in mind, he's already fucking signed Katie Taylor.
Well,
he's only signed Katie Taylor, isn't he? Because she guarantees, like, if he wants to go to Dublin, she guarantees like a sellout crowd.
Hearn's not interested in women's boxing. What it's all about with Hearn, he's seen what the UFC have done, and it's all about him trying to show that what a progressive brand Matchroom are, and look what Matchroom can do. This is more about him saying, look what I can do. I'm prepared to put a woman on TV. I'm so forward thinking. I'm so fucking brilliant. And as you say, she'll sell tickets in Ireland, and he needs these fighters because he's got dates to fill. He's got shows to fill. But he doesn't give a fuck about women's boxing. It's all about himself. He's trying to be a bit of a trailblazer.
Back to what we're discussing. Ainsley.
Sorry.
DeGale or Jack?
Sorry. Hold on. Badou Jack, right? He's really underrated, really, because of what I've said with Floyd. See, the thing is, he's picked up a couple of things with Floyd and off. You don't really ever see, but Kovalev does it or not. He obviously goes to the body with a jab as well, but Jack does that, and he's fucking really underrated. I mean, Macho said there, he doesn't waste a lot of punches. He only throws when he thinks he's going to fucking connect.
He's a good counter puncher as well. He's a well underrated counter puncher.
And he has a good body puncher. He's a really good body puncher.
He's good on the inside as well. He don't mind getting close in the phone box and having a tear up.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, he does nothing. He doesn't excel at anything, but he does everything well. He's just methodical.
Exactly.
If you let him get into a rhythm, like Groves let him get into a rhythm, he's just hard to
hitting
beat.
some good right hands. I tell you what, he has got a bit of a weakness. Sometimes he kind of paws with that jab, and he's quite open to getting hit with the right hand over the top. Groves nailed him a few times with that shot, and to be fair, his chin held up. He didn't really buckle.
Do you know what, that annoyed me, that whole Groves build-up? I mean, I'm a Groves fan, but no one give Badou Jack any respect in that. It was like, oh, this is going to be easy title grab for Groves, and then I remember everyone was buzzing when he lost.
I picked against Jack in the DeGale and the Groves fight.
The highlight of that fight was Groves' face when he got dropped, and he just realised, oh shit.
He was heavily dropped too. He done really get back up.
It was like a temple shot as well. Not even a temple shot. It was like on the top of the head. It wasn't.
Yeah, it was. He kind of.
But you know what I think
over the top
happened?
there. It was.
Yeah, but you know what I think happened at that point? Because I don't think he realised that Jack would be able to hit him with a shot like that, and I think he was just like, oh fucking hell, I think I've underestimated this one, and then he fucking. I don't understand what happened with the scorecards in that fight because they were way too close for Groves. Like, I thought Jack beat him quite comfortably that night. But
Jack, you can see how Jack could lose rounds though because of the way that he fights.
I had a 1-1-4, 1-1-3.
I think I had it 7-5 to Jack.
I had a draw, but
I couldn't have had it 7-5. Yeah, well, 7-5 in rounds. But you know what I mean?
probably had it like 11-1 or something.
I mean, that fight's like another reason why I don't know why Groves gets as much shit because he wasn't dominating, but he was fucking beating Froch in both of the fights. The first one was a bad fucking stoppage, right? In my opinion. The second one he got wiped clean out, and then he lost fucking a right tight decision in Vegas against a Vegas fighter. And like people turn and make out as if he's an absolute fucking bum. But he's lost to Froch and Badou Jack. It's not fucking the end of the world. He will win a world title.
I'm telling you what, if Badou Jack beats DeGale, then that makes Groves' loss look better, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, right? Tell you what.
The people who Groves get shit because he was fucking banging on for ages after the Froch fights, that he was still the great destroyer at 168 and no one could fucking live with him. He fought a couple of bums and then was still saying how fucking good he is. And then he took a step up and got beat. And what's he done since? He's fought absolute fucking bums and he's carrying on again like he's going to fucking destroy the division. And he's got for the weakest he could have gone.
Groves needs someone in his camp to have a little word in his ear because after the first Froch fight, the biggest mistake he's made, and I said this at the time, he should not have taken that rematch. I know it was a massive fight and it was Wembley and all that, but I still think he was getting stopped in that fight. I think after the 7th round, I said to the missus, like, this is going to end badly for Groves. What he should have done, he went into that arena getting booed, he came out getting cheered. What he could have done was he should have gone away if he had someone like that he respected, a proper trainer or a manager or whatever he had, saying to him, look, let's work on a few bits and pieces. Let's work on your stamina. Let's work on your defense. Let's take a couple of fights, and the Froch fight will still be there. That fight would have still been a massive fight a year down the line. But he jumped in again too quickly. He done all the lobbying with the governing body or the IBF, whatever he did. He kind of, he had no trainer. It was just a bit of a mess. I think, like, it's funny how it's gone full circle because now he's the one that's seeing the shrink. And now he's the one that's not struggling and not DeGale.
Well, there's no fucking shame in seeing a shrink. We all need to fucking see one at some point in our life.
Say again, mate?
We all need to see a shrink at some point in our life.
Speaking for yourself there.
Aye, well, I don't give a fuck.
I ain't shooting off fucking wax.
I like Groves. I want Groves to win a world title purely because then if DeGale does win, PCN's not getting this fight.
You want me to tell you what? See, last year, like with this fight, like Gia say about 6 months ago, I would be sitting pondering not on who I think would win the fight, who I want to win the fight, based on who Hearn when they want to fight. This is how miserable I go. It got to the point where I'm like, yeah, do I want DeGale to win because then that's a pay-per-view fight in like the UK and it's a big fucking it'll be money for Hearn again, or do I want Jack? But where it'll be in Vegas probably, and I don't want. Do you want fucking Hearn and the Smiths over there and they're getting the prestige, a headline in a fucking fight over in America in Vegas? And I was so torn, mate, and I was like, I would rather none of these fuckers win. But that's how fucking miserable I got with boxing. But no, I think Jack's going to win. This is one of the fights I don't give a fuck who wins either way because either way Smith's getting fucking.
Yeah, Smith's getting knocked out. I like both of them.
Not out, we want either one.
Smith ain't fighting the winner of this because what I think might happen is I reckon that Hearn can say what he wants about the WBC and about his fucking mandatory. Floyd is the fucking WBC king. He get whatever he want off of them. I think this fight could be real close and potentially controversial, and I wouldn't be shocked if there's a rematch after if it is a good and close fight. I wear that word out will leave Callum Smith probably fighting bums again for another 12 months.
Stevenson fought a mandatory in 3.5 years. The WBC don't force mandatories that often.
Well, this is what I mean. I don't think, and again, if Badou Jack does win it, if he wants to go another route, I don't think the WBC are going to go, oh, no, we'll give it to her after what Floyd has done for him over the last 10 years.
Groves Chudinov's apparently happening on February 25th. So they could spin that around quite quickly.
You'd have obviously a unified champion and then two other ones who'd be willing to unify again.
That's what I mean, yeah.
DeGale or Jack would obviously own the two of them, wouldn't they? And then you'd have Groves or Chudinov. Groves would probably look to unify.
Chudinov's not the champ. No.
But Ramirez is making noise about wanting to unify.
But that's what I mean. I don't think Callum Smith. I don't think his career has just been completely wasted the last 18 months, and I just don't see him fighting the winner next. Whatever happens, whether there's a rematch or, as you say, whether they go a unified route, I just don't see Callum Smith getting that shot.
But I said about Callum Smith after I said a couple of things after the Blackledge fight. He needs to take control of his own shit because he's never looked that good to what people have been banging on about. But he's looking worse every fucking fight. And I swear to God that he is fighting all these guys so that Smigger doesn't have to fight him. No,
in his step-up fights, where they says Locker was a step-up, he didn't impress me in that. They said Rabras was a step-up, didn't really impress me in that. But then Rabras is decent enough.
He fought that
and then Mohammadi, he flattened.
He was shit.
Yeah, but Mohammadi shit.
Yeah, and Rocky Fielding, they said was a step up, but Rocky shit.
That little fucking midget welterweight gave him fits. Just someone with a bit of movement, a bit of head movement.
What was his name? Norman Nesrapate or something?
He gave him absolutely. He made him look silly.
Ainsley, crack on. What was you saying?
Sorry.
But he fought that Vladimir Biossi ages ago. That was like the first one. Someone who Derell and Jalen Love chinned it last round. And they were saying, oh, this is going to be a test for him. This is after he'd won all them in a row in like first round. He went to points and lost a couple of rounds and looked a bit shit at times. That Derevanchenko fucking fought him after like 4 fights and steamed him. And he's a middleweight. And we're supposed to be told I know triangle theories don't always work, but I mean, it's fucking embarrassing how they just hype him up.
I think even if let's say Callum Smith is the goods, let's just say is as good as they say he is. If he does fight the winner of Jack DeGale next, he's never going to be able to perform to his ability because of how shit his opponents have been for the last 18 months. Like I guess what I'm trying to make is he's not going to be as good as he could be because of what he's been doing the last 18 months. So I agree with you, Ainsley. I think he does need to take control of his own career and probably fuck off that gym because he's getting nowhere.
He is. I'm telling you now, he is being used to fucking fight these guys so Smigger doesn't have to. And then when someone says, oh, why don't he fight Blackledge? Oh, well, he just got beat. What's the point? Well, like if like Fielding, he just got beat. What's the point?
I want to see Murray beat Paul Smith. I really want to see that fight.
I don't. Well, Murray's moving back down. I don't want to see Murray fight ever again. I can't be arsed with it.
Murray's going for the Golovkin rematch that everyone wants to see.
He's saying he wants Eubank Jr. next. I don't know. I mean,
Eubank Jr. would fucking waste Murray.
Yeah.
He would absolutely waste him.
Well, Groves just beat him really convincingly. That wasn't close on me at all. Murray came on strong in the last few rounds, but I'd come on strong against Groves in the last few rounds.
Groves didn't even have to do anything, though.
No, he didn't really get out of second gear, to be fair. Brian, the other decent fight on this card is one of your boys, I think. Gervonta Davies, you're a fan of his, are you not?
TNT.
He hates Floyd. That Gervonta Davies. He hates him. Right?
Well, it's his own fucking fault for being a wee fanny. Like, just one last thing on Callum Smith. See if he's the goods that people keep saying he is, then it shouldn't matter about this. He don't want to risk his mandatory, because if he's that good, he would be blasting out these fucking world level fringe title people anyway. So why not take that fight to keep you fucking busy? And then it's like, he doesn't want to lose his mandatory. Well, if he's that good, he'll not fucking lose. So what difference does it make? Put him in with somebody then. You know what? Well, I wouldn't want to see, because I think he would beat him because he's shot to shit now. But why not put Callum Smith in with Abraham or something like that? Why not?
I think they
they don't want to risk it. But why not? Boot would have made fucking sense. Well, fucking Porky Medina. There's fucking hundreds of people.
I think Porky Medina would beat him.
I think a roided up Boot would have beaten him as well.
Yeah, but this is the thing. What is the fucking point in him marking time, fighting guys at the same level or worse? Because it's just pointless. And I whinge about everything. But I mean, you actually listen to what I'm saying. Like, I think for once I'm whinging with some purpose. Like, what's the point? What is he getting from it? For fuck's sake, fight that shit Chudinov. Who Eubank fought. Fight fucking, oh God, there's so many people. Fight Martin Murray. Fucking fight his brother. Fuck it. Who cares?
I think from Hearn's point of view, it's job done, isn't it? And Gallagher's point of view, it's like, right, your mandatory, your WBC, job done there. And at some point, we're going to get a title shot, so we can just do fuck all. Like, my work with you is done there, and now you can just be a filler. And I don't need to put any more money into you or any more real time into you. I can just ship over a few bums, keep you ticking over, job done. We'll just wait for a title shot. That's kind of, it seems like what they're doing and why they've done it.
But it doesn't, he's just fucking
This shit is terrible.
stupid.
It's absolutely terrible because Callum Smith, I don't really rate him, but he could be decent, but he's just fucking wasting away going nowhere.
Yeah, I don't know, but then there's fucking DeCarolis is just fucking about. I know he's not that great, but he's had a few tough fights against some of the fucking German crew, so just bring him up. He's better than fighting fucking Luke Blackledge and fucking idiots like that. Like, I just don't understand. Super middleweight has got plenty of people beneath world level.
Yeah.
Like, you can like Jalen Love, fuck it. If you're gonna what's the point in getting him over for fielding?
Yeah, I agree with you. Super middle's got like 1,000,001 gatekeepers, isn't it?
Yeah, there's loads of them. There's loads of solid fringe level guys.
So let's just go through him. Fedor Chudinov, so not the one who Groves is fighting. He's about. Oh no, that is. I mean, there's the other one. What's he called? Dimitri. Just pull him out. The Durrells are fucking doing fuck all. Get one of them over. Fucking Badou Jack's at number 9 now.
You can say what you want about Warren, but he is a cunt. But at least there's guys who do step up to world level. They're sort of vaguely prepared for it, and he will dip into his pocket and take a loss for him on the way up. Whereas Hearn will not do that. That's why you end up fighting like Blackledge and Hungarians and Latvians and all fucking just doing a bum of the world tour.
I mean, I'm looking at it's just mental that the fucking idiots he's getting served up when you look at 106, and they're not even guys who are going to be fucking expensive, man. Like,
what they should have done when they offered the Fats Paul Smith the Chavez Jr. fight. I mean, like someone like Callum should go, no, I'll take that fight.
Yeah,
that would have been good to do.
Fucking hell, man! I'd rather watch him just fight Rebras over and over again instead of fucking like Blackledge and shit. Well, he may as well. Like, and I mean, look, he's probably not even top 50, but I just don't get. I don't get it. It's Hearn does this all the fucking time, and then wonders why his fighters come up short every fucking time. I don't know. Get the fucking Dream Killer over Kamitsky. Fuck it, he'll have a do at 68.
Anyway, what are you saying for Jack DeGale prediction, Ainsley?
I think DeGale will just about do it, but I can see. I know I can see Jack winning it, but I don't really mind. I like them both. They're both pretty decent. So
that's high praise from you.
Win-win. But I just can't. I can't really be asked if. I don't know if I can be asked to watch fucking Groves DeGale though, because that build-up is going to be fucking horrible.
Would you suck my dick if it meant you were getting a shot at DeGale's sister?
Yes.
100%.
No, because I reckon if she met me, she'd be fine anyway. So.
Right, there's a bird fight on this card.
Right, I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, there is a bird fight. Yeah, I saw that the other day when I was looking at it.
Yeah, she's pretty nice, that one, Amanda Serrano.
I don't give a single fuck about women boxing.
Look, me and Carl, we're like the modern man.
What was your rant about women not having any place in boxing at all?
They shouldn't fucking be in it. Women shouldn't be in boxing. They're fucking shite. They're shite out of fucking fans as well. They're how garbage are they? But what about that stupid scutter behind us at the fucking Golovkin fight? Like the guy sitting.
Oh yeah.
Guy sitting there with brown brogues on, a fucking suit and all that, like with no socks, telling his woman, watch this, this is going to happen, this is going to happen. The next thing, that wee fucking gypsy guy just knocked clean out. Fucking bams.
Anyway, What's your thoughts on Gervonta Davies then?
Fucking bases and look good and sniff fucking powder. Shut your fucking mouth, you cows. Just fucking take the line and suck a dick.
Well, Brian, have you got anything on Gervonta Davies you want to talk about, or not really?
You know, like, a lot of people are high on this Pedraza, right? But
he's the worst champion in that division.
I don't know. I don't know about but like he's meant to be this technically gifted fighter. But I seen him struggle with Stephen Smith. I had the 8 rounds to 40 Pedraza, right? But it wasn't a good performance, Bill. It wasn't a really good fight, and a lot of people had him losing to fucking Ed Cherry.
Yeah, I thought Ed Cherry beat him.
But look, Gervonta Davies is as rough as fuck, and he's still, in my eyes, he's still a prospect.
Brian, am I right in saying he's never done 10 rounds?
No, and he's gone 4. I think he's gone 4 is the most. I might be wrong there.
He's never even been in a 12-rounder, has he? Because I was looking earlier, and he's not. I don't think he's actually even been in a scheduled 12-round fight. I think he's been in one scheduled 10-rounder.
He's gone. Yeah, he went 9. He went 9 with Sanchez. I must have skipped.
That's what I missed. I think he's only ever fought one 10-round fight.
The division he's in, he's built like a fucking bull. So he might actually have legit power, but
yeah, his nickname's Tank, innit? And he is built like a fucking little tank, to be fair. He's only a pup as well, isn't he? And he's 22, but he looks like 50 odd.
I don't know if this is like kind of like a revenge fight here, because like Pedraza kept bitching about never being able to get fights and how Heyman was shitting on him and treating him like fucking shit, and Gervonta Davies is fucking Floyd about and making a pure cunt to things, even though he was getting treated well. And all of a sudden he gets this world title fight that he shouldn't have go. So I don't know if that is Floyd's right, you want this fight, sink or swim, you dick. But I wouldn't have took this fight early. I don't know if
it seems like a big step up, doesn't it? Like a real big step up.
But
you say the fix is in.
It's one of the things where like, I think people that pick Davies is going off with the. When I pick him, I'm going to pick him. Like, the odds are decent. The odds are actually quite decent. Like, I looked all the week to pick like Frampton to win, Mikey Garcia, Gervonta Davies, and Badou Jack. The odds are all right. I think like you put a tenner on, you get about 180 quid back.
What's the thoughts on the Frampton rematch?
We'll do that next. We'll do that in a few weeks.
Okay.
What I will say is I actually had like Leo Santa Cruz winning that fight by a point. So I'm not biased. It's not that I'm biased. It was a really, really fucking tight fight. And I think one of the rounds I get swung with Barry Jones. I think Barry Jones was really giving it to Frampton. And I didn't see it, and I deliberately gave it the opposite way just because I didn't want to be influenced with the commentary. So I maybe had I should have had that a draw. I just deliberately scored it the opposite way. Sorry, Barry Jones, you know I fucking love you. I don't know with this fight. You're really fucking kind of shooting in the dark here with this Gervonta Davies, but because he's at TMT and I love wearing no hats, I'm going to go with my boy. I'm going to rep the flag.
I was going to go with Davies as well. The few times I've seen him, he just looks really powerful. And if Smith was connecting with shots, I think if Davies hits him with the same shots, he could be in trouble.
I'm picking
and
Pedraza.
Also, yeah, I was going to say something, but I completely forgot what it was. What was you saying then? You're going with Pedraza?
Yeah. Yeah, but fucking hell, man. He might have knocked 15 guys out of 16, but he has fought fucking nobody.
Yeah, man. I know. Who the fuck are they?
Like, it is a proper set of nobodies as well. There's not even like one name you can pick out who's like, well, he's gatekeeper level. They're all just idiots. Like,
yeah, Pedraza's got some good wins as well. Like he beat Klimov. I thought he lost to Cherry.
Klimov's probably his best win.
Stephen Smith, he beat. Who went? I was going to say had a good fight with Sosa, but I thought Sosa beat him up as well.
I reckon Pedraza beat Sosa. I don't know. I think he'll beat him. I hope he beats him as well because it'll be fucking hilarious.
Why? Because he's upset your boy Floyd.
He's just a fucking little cry arse. Like he's whinging because his promoters told him to do something. He decided not to do it, so his promoters fucked him off. That's how shit works.
Go with the Eubanks.
Yeah, exactly.
Go with the Eubanks if you hate promoters. Brian, last thing. Ricky Burns going to be a unified champion at 140. What are your thoughts on that?
He's not.
How How fucking mad. Like, see you and like Shep trying to be this hipster like to hate Ricky Burns just so he can try to be a wee bit different and awkward and all that. It doesn't work.
Well, I'm not trying to be upset. Burns is shit.
You know, but shit. Your boy being a faggot and getting stabbed in Tenerife, that's shit.
He's beat as many fucking active champions as Burns has. Fucking.
He's never.
Hold on. Didn't Indongo have the IBO as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, Alex
But
Morrison.
that's going to do. What it's going to do? It's going to do Eubank the world of good. When you see like a future Hall of Famer, another future Hall of Famer, Ricky Burns with an IBO belt, it's going to add more stock to Eubank being a world champion.
You're being daft here. You're overlooking a guy who's fought in Remetex factory numerous times. He's going to fucking...
The Ramatex factory.
What the fuck?
Honestly, right, if fucking Ndongo fucking ices Burns, he's going to be beautiful.
No, but you never... Ndongo could either be a Zlatakanen or a Barroso. You don't know,
yeah. He's a Barroso.
He's either going to be dog shit or he's going to be fucking shit up. Like,
yeah, he's going to be a killer or he's going to be shit. Simple as that.
You got to do a Tommy Allen, delete all your tweets when fucking Burns actually fucking schools him.
No, I think Burns is going to score that Ndongo. I was watching a couple of things on YouTube.
Then you're like, oh no, but Ndongo was shite anyway. Burns is a fucking bam and all that. You know what? Brooks a fucking fag.
So what?
So, Brian, the next trip to Vegas after this one, you got Ricky Burns holding 2 belts, Crawford holding 2 belts. This is for everything. This MGM Grand, Ricky Burns, Terence Crawford for all the marbles at 140.
All the marbles.
Oh, fucking Andy Pops having a laugh. Imagine that cunt fucking earlier, man. He would be fucking trying to nibble on O'Hara Davis's fucking ball sack to get ringside. Fucking sucking that wee fucking Guinness.
Actually, I'd prefer that. I'd rather Burns wins and then fights Crawford in Vegas, then we can all go, and then I can see in fucking live colour Burns getting wrecked into retirement.
I mean, do you imagine if on the off chance he caught Crawford with a shot and knocked him out?
It wouldn't, though.
You would kill yourself, wouldn't you, if Ricky Burns was holding all 4 belts?
It's not a worry. I don't need to worry about things like that.
No, of course. I mean, I'm really reaching, but still.
You know what? Fucking Ricky Burns fucking get his jaw fucking absolutely shattered in the second round, and he wasn't a little bitch. He went to the 12th round with that. Your wee fucking faggoty man fucking cut his eyeball. He's like,
yeah, he went 12. He went back out because he knew that he went
for a bunch of fucking fags. Look at me, my fucking trainer's full of steroids. We walk about Tenerife Beach in the fucking buff. I get chopped up because I'm trying to suck a coke dealer's ball sack.
How livid was we when they waved that fight off in 02?
Fucking quit job. You know when
Burns went 12 because he knew your Ben SNP judges were already in his pocket, like against Relic. Imagine fighting a fucking Hatton fighter and you need the judges to help you out. He got beat by a fucking Hatton fighter. Jesus Christ.
And he still fucking went the 12 rounds.
Fucking hell, if you're getting chinned off a Hatton fighter, you need to retire on the spot. He still fucking got dropped and the ref let him up with it.
12 rounds, 10 of them with a blown jaw. 10 of them. Oh, my eye, sir, my eye, I need to quit.
Right, thanks for listening to Next Big Pod. If you managed all the way through, you deserve a medal. Next week, I can't promise it'll be any better, but we'll be back again. Thank you very much.
I bet when guys come in fucking Brooks' eyeball, he's no fucking greeting about that one, the fucking big faggot.
It probably is.
Hail.
Probably sting of it.
Arsenal fucking fans TV, get on it.